All right, Quinn. So what I've done here is I'm making a little video for you how maybe you want to get move around uh, from your car to Chicago. One of the biggest issues in big towns is parking. You saw that in San Francisco. Uh, we spent I spent about 100 and $120 on parking, and it can get very expensive. And you really don't want to. I mean, basically the idea is you don't want to drive around lots. So if you remember what we did, I'm pretty sure we just parked a car and we left it there, and we just took it when we left. Uh, so that's a really good idea. And I would suggest the same thing for Chicago. Now, one of the things about Chicago, and we could have done the same thing for San Francisco, which I did before, is that you can actually park outside of the city and take the train in or subway, and then leave your car outside the city. Don't worry about it, and then just do Uber or taxis or subways or whatever when you get to town. Okay, this is the way uh, that I did it when I went to Chicago with I think with you and mom back in 2002 I think it was when I took Green Hills Kids. So the idea is that you're going to drive to this place called Rosemont, which is just northwest of Chicago by about 30 minutes. And I'll show you a map of that in a second. So to get from Monroe to Rosemont takes about 4.5 hours. It's in a nice suburb, so you don't have to worry about your car. So you're going to drive to the station. Here's the address, but you can just Google it, put it in your Google, and then what you can do is go park at the garage. Now, it shouldn't be difficult. Just drive in, get a ticket. If it says anything about special about more than 24-hour parking, find that. But the parking's pretty cheap. I think it's going to be about $13. I even saw $11 for 24 hours. Okay, so if you stay there 3 nights or 4 nights, if you stay there 4 nights, that's about 50 bucks, and that's about what you would pay for one night if you park in the town. And this is a good place to park. It's very safe, and you can start working on that. So probably the best bet is to get here. Oh, probably about two o'clock in the afternoon. You wanted so that you were basically going to be driving through Chicago, not at its peak hours. And I'll show you a map. Next slide. I know this might be goofy, but I can't talk to you over the phone on how to do it. And I'm not seeing you for a week or two until the party. So take a look at this, and hey, this is online stuff. Okay, so here's the map from Monroe to Chicago and then Rosemont. Okay, now what probably the best time to go through Chicago is somewhere between 10 and 2. Okay, latest 3. Okay, that way you miss the rush hour traffic. All right, and so get here at Rosemont probably around 2 o'clock is probably the best thing. All right, so if you're leaving Monroe, that's gonna be about 5 hours. So um, you'll be leaving about 9 o'clock in the morning, I think, to get to Rosemont. And like I said, it's only about a half an hour from Chicago, but it's going to save you a lot of money. Okay, when you get to after you park your car, walk to the train station. It's called the Blue Line. Okay, Rosemont Blue Line. Blue is key thing because there's different color lines. There's red lines, there's blue lines, brown line, and so forth. And you're going to be concentration on the blue line here. You're going to get your tickets. Maybe best idea is just get a ticket into town on the day you get there, and then get another ticket on the way back. All right. Now the fee for the tickets is somewhere between $5 and $12 for one ticket. You can get it for multiple days as well. So if you think you're going to be taking the train, you want to move around the city a bit on the train, You can get a ticket that will last you for whatever number of days you want. Okay. All right. So keep that in mind. Now, another thing you might want to keep in mind is that I don't know. It might not be a bad idea if you could borrow a credit card from mom, or I guess I could borrow mine. That I could give you at the party. A debit card's good, but sometimes it doesn't work, and it's nice to have a credit card. But talk to mom about it and see what she says. Okay, it shouldn't uh, be much, but you want to also be able to get money in hand, so forth. You should be able to use a debit card at these places, but it's not a bad idea also to carry some cash. All right, so from ATM or something, probably about $60. All right, not a lot, just in case. Okay, so get your tickets, get on train. Now, the thing about it is that if you miss a train, don't worry, another one will be in like 10 minutes. So there's no exact timing here. Also, what you're going to be doing is taking the train to Washington Station. And so let's go on to the next step. All right, so here's the blue line. You're going to be taking the blue line, and you can see you're going through a bunch of stops. I don't know, about 10 to 15, and this is about 35 minutes before you get off the Washington Station. So you'll be taking this into the Washington Station. Now this map is what is given at the their website. You can probably pick this up at pick one of these up at the transit center at the Rosemont station. It's not a bad idea to have one, and also you'll be able to see these inside the train as well. You're going to want to take this into Washington. Now you can't see Washington here because you're going to be going into this part over here, which I'm going to enlarge in a second to show you where you're going to that. So you'll be taking the blue into this spot here. Okay, and that takes about 35 minutes, and you'll be headed towards the Washington Station red line. Okay. Okay, now, so you'll be coming in, all right, on the blue line, and then you get off in the red station, the Washington Station, it's a blue station. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a train, keep an eye out for it, to the Lake station, which is now the red line. So you're taking the Washington, which is blue, to the Lake. And you shouldn't have to worry about getting any new ticket or anything because tickets are transferable. Okay. And then you'll get on the get on the train, and then what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna take that north to the next destination, which is the Chicago red line. Okay. There's a Chicago brown line, which I'll show you in a second. But you want the Chicago red line. You stop, okay? All right, so you get on the train, and it takes about a minute or two to walk to the Lake Station. So Washington to Lake Station, Washington blue to Lake red. Get on that, take that north, okay, and you'll be heading to Chicago. Okay, all right, so you'll be taking the red, okay, and head north, and you're going to be headed for this guy right here, the Chicago station. Now there's a brown Chicago station. You don't want to do that one. Now you shouldn't have to worry about it because they don't cross paths. But the one place you might get confused is that when you get to the Washington station, they might have a brown going to Chicago and a red going to Chicago. Take the red going to Chicago. Again, you shouldn't have to worry about getting any new passes. Just transfer on to the Chicago red line going to Chicago. Take it up and only take about 5 minutes, and then you get off. Okay. Okay, you pretty much got to your destination. All right, so you begin your off. This is where the Chicago station is, red line. and it's just a short walk to your hotel. Okay, it says 7-minute walk or 0.3 miles. Okay, one of the things you have to consider about Chicago Station is very, very busy. So make sure you keep track of each other. Don't lose each other, which is easy to do. Okay, I hope this helps out. Uh, you know, it's a little, you just have to concentrate. It's not that hard. You just drive to the uh, Rosemont, park there, leave your car, pay for, get a ticket for it, go to the train station, get on the blue line, take the blue line into the Chicago, get off at the Washington station, blue line, get off and take and walk over to the red line, get on the lake train, head north to the Chicago stop, okay, which takes about 5 minutes, and get out there and then walk to your destination. Okay, I think this would save you a lot of time. I'm gonna save you a lot of effort. Craziness. This is crazy to drive around Chicago. Okay, I hope this helps out. All right,